In this video, I'm going to show you how to take advantage of Fibonacci extensions and how it works on any time frame, any asset class. I'm also going to show you the monthly chart of the SPY or the SP 500, which has just reached a critical point on the chart. I'm also going to show how a lot of charting softwares don't actually have proper Fibonacci numbers, and you got to make sure you're using the correct values. I'm going to show you a 1-minute chart of gold, how you can take advantage of rallies intraday, sell-offs, know where to take partial profits, know when to exit positions. I'm going to touch on how to spot an impulse move, so when a new trend starts, you'll know where to start looking and getting ready to draw your Fibonacci extensions to know where your targets are going to be. I'm going to touch on a gold day trading strategy that you can do almost every morning or a couple mornings a week. There's usually opportunities and setups there. And then I'm going to touch on how to set it up and use the Fibonacci extension with TradingViews. I know lots of you wanted it on TradingView. I show you on TradingView and on my own charting platform, eSignal. And then I'm going to use the Bitcoin chart, which has a really good recent trade and patterns that are unfolding. And of course, the long-term chart of gold as well. Hey traders, it's Chris VERMEULEN from The Technical Traders. Finally, I've come out with a video to share the Fibonacci sequence using Fibonacci extensions. These are the most powerful trading tool you could possibly use, I think, when it comes to either swing trading, day trading, long-term investing. I'm going to show you how I use it. I only use 2 tools and I use 2 values on each of them. Completely different than what you see probably with most people doing it. And if you don't know anything about Fibonacci sequence, it's worth reading about. I was at a TEDx in our town a few years ago. A guy did a whole talk about it. I already knew all about it. I've been using it for well over a decade, but it is in everything. It's in the universe. It is in shells. It is how we see the universe and the stars. Going forward, we've got hurricanes and storm formations. It comes all the way down to how plants are grown and flower petals. They all have all Fibonacci sequence in them. And so it is a very powerful tool. It's just a never-ending repeating cycle. And what I'm going to show you works on all time frames, any asset class. And that's why I want to show you, because it's the easiest way to find targets and know where to take partial profits and where to get out, and then start fresh with a fresh new pattern. So let's jump right into a chart. This is eSignal. This is the charting platform that I use. We'll start off with this because it kind of gets a few interesting points across here that you need to be aware of. So with Fibonacci extension, I use this tool, and Fibonacci extension, you need to find standout lows and standout highs in order to project where those upside targets are going to be. Now, Fibonacci extension, I take the low, I grab the recent high. So this is the strength of the rally. And then it comes all the way down to this low. And then I always just drag it forward in time so we can see where that level is. So as you can see, we've had this move up, and the strength of this pullback, once it starts to turn up, we can project forward. Okay, well, we should go up to the 618. 618 is it's the golden ratio. It is the most popular, the most powerful one, and this is a key spot that if the market gets to here, this is where you take your first profit target, or at least move your stop up, so that you're in the money or a break even or something. This is the first level that potentially price could reverse and sell off. So this is where you're starting to lighten your load, turn a trade into a small winner or with no downside risk. If there is a pause at the 618 level, we generally almost always see the price go up and hit the 100% measured move, which is what the 1 stands for. And the SP 500 has just done that from the COVID low to the 2022 high and the 2022 low. We have hit that level. So we are like kind of in bonus points, icing on the cake. If this market has one more squeeze higher, we could see the SP 500 squeeze a bit higher here with everything going on with Trump into election and all of that unfolding here. Now, okay, one thing we need to check, and you need to make sure with whatever charting software or website you're using, if I open up the Fibonacci tool, which I have selected here, you can see all the levels of Fibonacci I can throw on the chart. We can start to throw all those levels and targets to the upside. Now, I think the key point I want to show here, I only use 618 and 100. But keep in mind, a lot of these softwares don't even have, they have numbers in here. They're not even Fibonacci. 25 is not a Fibonacci number. 50 is not a Fibonacci. 75 is not a Fibonacci. So don't go thinking you're using all these Fibonacci numbers, these magic golden numbers, and thinking that they're actually correct. This is like what eSignal comes with. And there's probably a reason why they don't seem to work that well. So make sure you have that sorted out when you are using your tool, that you have proper ones set. Don't go setting a whole bunch that aren't even really valuable. They're just numbers people throw out and think users were going to want 25, 50, 75. But that's not the way the whole universe works. It's not solid numbers like that. All right, well, let's just jump over to GLD. Let's look at gold real quick. Let's throw in a 1 minute chart. If we take a look at the 1 minute chart here, let's just zoom out a bit. We can look at the day's session. Overall, the trend was down in pre-market. Looks like we had an impulse move to the upside. Keep in mind, I'm going to do a lot more educational videos like this, just short ones. I'm going to teach you how to spot an impulse move that allows you to figure out when to draw a Fibonacci level. I'll do that in another video, but more or less we have an impulse move here. We had a bottom and we had a top this morning. Well, I say this morning, but whenever this video is watching at the time of recording. And if I drag this over, you can see we've got the 618. Now it hit the 618, and this is why I was talking about it. This is the first level. A pattern is going to fail generally. So take some partial profits, move your stop to break even or higher, because if it rolls over, you want to close out and have a small win. It's nice to have a bunch of first base hits. You don't need to turn a winner into a loser. The charts will always paint a new picture that we can draw, get analysis, and take advantage of. Now, if we were to flip to the downside, we can use Fibonacci to the downside target as well. Let's move this over, and we obviously have a high, we have a standout low, and this is definitely another standout high. And this here is an impulse move to the downside. Again, I will show and teach you how to do this in a future video. We got the high, we've got this low, and we're going to go up to this high. I'm just going to carry that forward. So this is where price came down. We got obviously a little bit of a hiccup and noise at the 618, and this is again just the 1 minute chart. This works on any time frame, and now we're heading down to this 100% measured move. Partial profits, reduce your risk. If you hit this level, close the trade out, wait for a fresh new setup. This is the most powerful tool you can use, and it's the most simple. You don't need crazy indicators and divergences and all that stuff. You just need to know when there's an impulse move, a trend direction change with power, and then chart out where it's going and hop on and manage positions. And since we're on gold, I do have a day trading strategy that generates turning signals every morning almost, that tell you exactly which direction to go in, when to buy and sell. And it's something I shared decades ago, and I'll pull it up and I'll redo a course, a mini video like this, and show you how to day trade gold each day. Usually there's 2 or 3 good trades in a week that you can do. So I'll cover that as well in another educational video. All right, so tons of you wanted me to do this on TradingView. Obviously, almost no one has eSignal. I feel like the only one who knows about it who uses it. So here is TradingView. I am terrible in TradingView. I literally just pulled it up and stumbled through it before doing this video. I'm just going to show you how I draw stuff here. So I'm on the monthly chart of the SPY. I've got candles. And over here, we have this little side arrow. We've got Fibonacci retracement, and we have Fibonacci extensions. And so I'm going to just grab the Fibonacci extension. And again, this is, we take the low and we drag it up to the high. It should click or lock roughly. And then you bring it down to this low. And of course, we'll just carry it forward. And this gives us that same target that we had with my other chart, where we got the move up, we've got the 618 in the pause, and then we've got the 100% measured move on the chart here. So this gives you a gauge. I have it set. I think you can double click this and you can set all the different Fibonacci's. Now, TradingView is a little newer, a little more modern. It does have Fibonacci ratios in here. 38.2, 2.618. It does have like 50%. It does probably have, doesn't have 75%, but 50% really isn't one. But it definitely has Fibonacci ratios in here, which is kind of important to note. All right, so the chart I wanted to show here for another example is the Bitcoin monthly chart. This is a trade we did like a couple months ago. It was a quick 40% gain. It was. I haven't traded Bitcoin in a decade before that. I own Bitcoin from forever ago. I'm not a crypto fanatic, but this chart setup was screaming my name. And I said, okay, guys, I'm taking a trade. Let's do it. And we did. So let's take a look here at Fibonacci Extensions. Now, what I liked about the, I'm not sure how to draw on TradingView because I never use it, but it has a beautiful cup and handle pattern. So if you're a technical trader, you'd be like, nice. Cup and handle patterns can actually stack up to 300%. So whatever the depth of this cup, you can stack it on, stack it on. There's some pretty good upside potential in Bitcoin if it gets traction and doesn't sell off with the stock market during the next recession. But that's not our focus today. Our focus today is, I've got the Fibonacci extension, I think, selected here. And what I like about it is it has this giant bull flag, very clear impulse move, tight pattern. This is our herd mentality, meaning the whole world and everybody who's not even a trader is into Bitcoin. And so when the wave starts, it's just a feeding frenzy of FOMO. And it's like, this type of setup is like almost a guaranteed win. So that is why we took this trade. It's just a crowded play. We take advantage of mass psychology and emotions. So we got the high, we come down to this low, we carry this forward, and we ended up getting into the trade right over here as it was starting to break out and showing strong signs of momentum. We hit our first target at the 618. We sold half of our position here to reduce risk. And we sold the rest right up at 107,800, which is right up near the highs. It hit the 100% measured move and it pulled back very quickly. And now it's trying to take another run for it to the upside. But that was a like signature pattern, beautiful move, and how we took advantage of that. And so now we let the chart rebuild. If we were to zoom in on the, let's just go to the weekly chart. If we go to the weekly chart and I zoom out a little bit, you can see, the weekly chart doesn't even show it. We'll go to the daily chart. Sorry, guys, figure out the software. All right, so here we have, let me zoom out a bit. We have this run up, ended up hitting the 618 here and really started to chatter through that whole area and actually kept running. So much momentum. And this is the thing of a herd mentality trade like this is once it hits something and the whole world is following it, it's headline news, which it was. Everybody was saying 100K, 100,000 Bitcoin, which we were always saying it's going to be 109,000, 108,000. It can just keep muscling its way higher. It won't have much of a pause, which is a great sign. But it also ends up creating these three surges to a high, which is a signature topping, short-term topping pattern, which I'll do a mini course on that video as well in the future. And of course, it hit our level right on that third major surge, and we got out. And since then, it's been trying to figure out what to do, and it started to take another run at it. All right, last but not least, let's just take a look at GLD and let's go really, really big picture. If you've been following me for any length of time, you've seen me draw this chart before. But long story short, in fact, let me just go to gold futures. Gold. Get something that goes back further here. If we go back and take a look at gold and we use Fibonacci extension. Now, back when we were basing out here and we started to break into this new bull market phase for gold, this is when I said, okay, we're looking for like 2,100 and we're looking for 2,750 for gold. Those are the next two upside targets. And we knew that years in advance. In fact, we actually knew that after the market put in a bottom and through here, we actually knew these were two critical levels. So let's do Fibonacci extension. And if we go to this base, here we go up to this run higher, and then we obviously come down to this low. I'm going to carry this forward. You can see we've run up into this level. And so now gold is struggling up in this level and trying to figure out what it's trying to do. If it's pausing and going to take another push up to about 3,050 is potentially the next stop from here. But overall, that measured move is finished. If we go and we take a look at the longer term super cycle for gold, and we go up to the 2011 highs and down to these lows and carry this forward, it brings us up to this all-time target, 2725, 2750, depending on how tight I can grab those candles. But this is that resistance area. Both chart timeframes on very different patterns are coming to the same sweet spot, which is where it's jammed up and stuck right now. Gold is still in an uptrend. It is still bullish. We're in a favorable environment for it. So, it could easily continue to keep going higher. But the easy breakout and run, if I get rid of this chart pattern, if I get rid of this chart pattern, based on this run and this pullback, we knew when it hit 618, it's probably going to have some type of big pause. And I don't know how to draw on here. Brush. We had there we go, multi-year pause. This was back in 2006, 2007. This is when stocks took off, real estate took off, and then suddenly gold just came out of nowhere and hit new all-time highs just before the financial crisis. We've seen the same thing, multi-year pause, and now gold has taken off. It's become a market leader, and people are worried. We got war, we got currency issues, we got a bubble in stocks, a bubble in real estate, all the same crap that was over here. And people are moving out of the financial system into physical gold. They're worried they're worried about the stock market bubble, but they're worried about putting their money in the bank because the bank could go bankrupt. They're worried about real estate. They want to get out of real estate. They don't know what to do with that money. So real estate people like physical assets. So they're moving to gold. So I am anticipating we're going to eventually see gold have a pullback, just like we saw in the last financial crisis. And based on that pullback, we'll be able to do multiple measures to where the next upside targets are in due time. So those are kind of how I go about looking and using Fibonacci. Super simple. This is Fibonacci Extensions. I think I'll do another video on retracements. I want to keep these videos short, but the extensions are the key to identifying where your first profit target is and then where your second target is. And again, a lot of times when you hit that 100% measured move, like in gold, we got out of a GLD trade up here with one of our strategies. We got out at Bitcoin right at the peak. We're not trying to hold on to something for infinity gains. We get in, find a chart pattern that is strong. We make the move. When the targets are hit, we follow our plan and get out, wait for a new setup. I could care less if something keeps on going without us. There's always going to be more setups in different assets, in the same asset eventually. I don't get worked up over it. If you fall in love with an asset, I could actually do a video on this. It'll cost you a ton of money generally, in decades of wasted time as well, which is actually more costly than money. Anyways, hopefully that helps. I should mention one more thing. If you want to get involved, you can go to our website, thetechnicaltraders.com, get on the free newsletter list. And I'm going to be sending out these educational videos to you as I undo them, so you can get them as I post them and share them. And if you get on the free email list, which you can even just opt in lower on our page, once you opt in, you'll be redirected eventually to download this big infographic that we have of the market stages, the market emotions, the stock market cycle, the business cycle, which strategies you need in different stages of what we do. You'll also be able to download the economic indicator telling you, hey, if unemployment is up, if unemployment is up, we're going to see, the bond reaction generally go down, stocks will go down, the dollar will go up. It has to be surprise information, not what people expected. But anyways, you have all these tools, access, and hopefully we'll see you on the inside. Take care. Bye-bye.